Hello, my name is Anna. I wanted to record a little self-introduction as a kind of greeting to my channel and give you some idea what it's going to be like. As far as I can tell, of course I can't see the future, but you know, if I could, that would be pretty hot because people would really pay attention to me that way, but instead I'm just me. I'm Anna, a trans woman, and I come from the United States. Don't blame me for that, I hope. I've been living abroad more than 20 years in Asia. Let's see what else. I'm so transgender. I am pansexual, but somewhere on the asexuality spectrum, as they say. Polyamorous too. Let's see what else. I've got a lot of mental health issues going on too. I've got depression and anxiety, generalized and social. Those have been going on for a long time also, and I've got gender dysphoria now. It was very light at first and it's getting worse. Before you have occasion to ask, yes, I am pre-everything is in terms of my gender transition. And hopefully by the end of this year that will change and I'll be on HRT, that's hormone replacement therapy, and begin my transition in that way, and hopefully, you know, live my genuine life in the world. And it's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of changes in my life. I know I can you know, see them approaching, and you know, they've already been happening for quite a while. What else can I say? I don't want to talk too much about my specifics because, you know, social anxiety, as I said. But I'm a creative person who has done, you know, musicals and operas. I don't have a collaborator, you know, with anything in progress right now, but, you know, keep posted and maybe something will happen to change that. I would love to collaborate with someone, you know, either in performing or writing or you know, making videos or whatever. Really, really would love that. That would be fantastic. But at the moment, nothing. I do, you know, poetry and short stories and scripts. I've won, as they say, 1 year of National Poetry. No, more than that for poetry. I mean, National Novel Writing Month. I've won once so far, and that's because I had enough presence of mind and my peace of mind at the same time that year, and that was a lucky break, really. I do scripts and I write songs. I love writing songs, God, and music in general. I have eclectic tastes, but most of them are pretty old-fashioned. The name I figured out the name for my channel today, so I thought I better go ahead and get started on this. Archaic Pentameter. I'm a literature teacher, and so I thought that would be a pretty cute little pun. I love wordplay, and I do it, I don't know if I should say obsessively or just, it's just the way my mind works. I make these associations most people wouldn't make between words and sounds and languages and everything. And, you know, also between stories, so I may flit around between subjects pretty fast and go on tangents a lot. I've always been that way, and I think it's indicative of something else, another mental health issue, which I'm personally kind of convinced I'm autistic somehow, but other people tell me no, and I don't know. I might know myself better, but they know mental health better probably, so I don't know what to say, except as it seems to be agreed, I have characteristics or traits that go along with different mental health issues. I look online and see a list of symptoms, and so I say yes, yes, yes. Oh, definitely, yes, yes, yes. Sometimes yes, yep, 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 yep. And the checklist all checks out. It seems like I have all the same symptoms as people who do have autistic traits. I think I've got a lot of them, and there are a lot of overlapping ones too. So it's hard for me to be sure, exactly what. So, that's the best update I can give you on that situation. Things might, develop. I decided to go for this self-introduction with a little bit of a presentation gumbo in terms of gender presenting. And this is pretty normal for me, I guess. Sorry, I didn't shave. I shaved a few days ago after returning from Tokyo Disneyland, because we're on vacation here, if that's the term you want to use. And so one of my first posts, if I can just get the videos either edited on my iPhone, which is new, or transferred to my PC computer, which is not my first choice, but hey, then I can get it edited. The thing is, I was able to transfer some, but it keeps failing, and there are big things missing from the vlogging stuff that I was trying to do at Disney and on return from Disney. This one song I just, I was walking home with my kiddo, whom I love and is very wonderful. And I said, well, I made a little homage to a podcast that is popular. Not everyone likes it, but I do. I enjoy what I've heard so far. So I did my little sing out to them, and then I just made up this tune as we were walking along, and I hope I can find that so I can write it down or develop an arrangement or something, because it was pretty fun. It was fun to do anyhow, at least, and I don't know, maybe you'll think it sucks. I'm a singer. I'm a baritone. In case you didn't know this, for people with born with a body like my own, hormone therapy does not affect the sound of one's voice. For trans guys, and non-binaries of some persuasions, yes, it would, but not for people more like me. So this is the way I regularly sound. I may kind of train myself to get unused to this voice. Depending on how worn out I am, I may be speaking down. That doesn't even sound low at all right now. Whatever. But I may train myself to speak higher in a higher pitch. I don't know if it makes any darn difference, because I don't pass anyway, and I know that passing is a toxic kind of mindset to go into, because it doesn't really matter what other people see me as a woman, or if they see me as someone who's trying to be a woman or something like that. I'm already a woman, and other people, if they don't believe me, or they think it's fake, or they just distrust people like myself, or if they hate or fear or just think we're weird or creepy or anything, if they have negative thoughts about people like myself, then they can take a long walk off a short pier, because it's just it's none of their business. Their opinion has no effect on me. I know who I am, and although the thought of transitioning and with social anxiety being at the helm so often for me, it's intimidating because people, despite their opinions not really affecting me as far as their opinions go, they may do things to me or say things to me which will disturb me, and that would be unpleasant, but it's possible, in fact likely. I would hope I wouldn't lose my job. I'm an educator, but I hope it doesn't bring anyone I love or anyone related to me into harm's way. I'm trying to have a more positive attitude in many ways, and I've had a hard time here in Tokyo. I'm not going to be here forever, but this is where I am at the moment. Keeping on task with that, and with exercising, and eating well and stuff like that, of trying to be positive and productive and hopeful and all that malarkey. But I hope I can get myself back to that and to get myself healthy so I can begin transition. Because even though I am worried about it, it's still, at least it has been very clear to me that I need that. I feel like I need that. And I still need to think about why I need it. Not because I need an excuse, but just because I need to, I need to be sure. And in something like this, being sure is not easy. Feeling secure is, it never happens for me. And that's maybe not good for me in a bunch of ways, but I hope I can improve, think positively, do well for myself, and be good to the people in my life, and assert myself, be really who I am, not who people want me to be or think that I am. I need to be myself and be true to my own needs, to care about myself and to love myself, which is so far a very elusive kind of ability for me. I can love about anybody except me. And that's people say, "Oh, just love yourself. Just love yourself." It's like, well, how? Please explain. Give me some steps or an instruction book, or how do you do that? I don't know how I love other people, but it's simplest thing in the world for me. Loving myself, I can't be persuaded why. And so yeah, sometimes this might be rather negative as I get into a negative headspace, but I'll put a warning, or I'll put it into a separate playlist or something like that, saying content warning, and then things like suicidal ideation, or depression, or anxiety, or breakdown, or something like that. I'll probably do some kind of a warning so that people who might not want, or wouldn't be good for them to see, they would be steered away from that kind of thing. I don't want to hurt anybody,